Hey everyone, how's it going? Elliot here, and welcome to the Retro Future. Welcome back to the Retro Future. It's been about a week since I uploaded my last video. In that time, I passed my driving test, packed up my flat, moved into a building site. This house is by no means finished. This studio is absolutely not finished. This camera angle is not the final camera angle. I really hope you just bear with me for a couple of weeks while I get everything figured out. There's still quite a lot going on. Check out my second channel for regular updates on that. Right, so today I have a parcel. In here is 3 prototype development cartridges. Now this was sent to me by a viewer. Massive thank you to them. They would like to remain anonymous, so that's completely fine. 2 of them have labels on them, but then 1 of them doesn't. So we have actually seen some prototype games on this channel before. If you haven't checked out those videos, I'll leave them in the description. Here we are. Look at these. So this is the first one, and then we've got another one right here. And then finally, we have this one, the mystery cartridge. What could possibly be on here? Now, the most scary thing is that this is exposed, so there's a good chance that nothing's going to be on here because that's basically an ultraviolet sensitive sort of diode or whatever it might be, and that's how you basically wipe games off of here, and then you flash new ones on via a little device, which I've actually made a video on the entire process, so you probably want to check that out so you have an understanding of how these work. Now this is incredibly dusty, majorly dusty, so I think it'd be wise to take it apart and give it a little clean once we've tested it, because I'm too impatient to do that now. So 2 of these games here, these are both Lemmings, apparently. They have on the label Lemmings written on it. Can you see that there? Lemmings. There's a date, the 3rd of December 1992, and then up here we have the 18th of August, is that? Or 18th of August 1992, and you can see it says DMG here, DMG there. You've got ECCA, not sure what that could be, or E11A, and then this one says E18B. So not sure. There's 2 copies of Lemmings, which is rather exciting. Look at that, first try. What do you guys think of the wooden backdrop? You think you're gonna like it? I hope so, because I really like it. Sudden realization, I don't really remember what the Lemmings looks like for the Game Boy, so I'm gonna Google that real quick. Okay, so let's compare. So it has the sort of the screen, the copyright details here. This is an Ocean game. It's not got that. It's just skipped that and gone straight into the game there. This is actually probably quite likely because the game hasn't actually been licensed yet. It's obviously in the development stage. Let's actually plug in the one that's 3 months later into the back of the Game Boy and see if that one has the copyright information. That would be really interesting. There we go, look at that. See, this one does have the licensing information. That is really cool. So potentially this is a much rarer sort of version with a lot less similarities to the retail. So if we press start here and follow this through, that one is actually going to look completely identical. Everything on this one does look exactly the same. So that is quite cool though. So far we've already figured out that this one does not have the licensing screen, which is really cool. There may be a bunch of other differences as well as you get further into the game. This video isn't really about the extensive differences between the Lemmings copies that I have and the final version. We really want to see what's on this blank cartridge. But yeah, everything is going to look exactly the same on this one as well once you get into the game. Chances are it's just not a licensed version of it. So that is really cool though. One little difference that we could see there immediately. But the most anticipated part of this video is to see what's on this blank cartridge. Is there going to be anything? Is there going to be another copy of Lemmings? We will now find out. Oh no. Okay, there is the Nintendo logo. Oh! Oh my god, Tetris. Genuinely a copy of Tetris on here. It's just a copy of Tetris. It's literally just a copy of Tetris. I mean, I'm not complaining because it's Tetris, but I think what's probably happened here is one of the developers wanted a copy of Tetris and just took a cartridge, flashed a copy of Tetris onto it, and now yeah, that was anticlimactic, really, wasn't it? I was really hoping it was going to be some crazy prototype Zelda game or something mad, but yeah, just a copy of Tetris. And I'm not even doing very well. In fact, I'm doing arguably the worst I think I've ever seen anyone do ever. Although I did just get a Tetris, so we're going to end it on that note. Well, it's just a copy of Tetris. I mean, it does make sense. Chances are it was just lying around and a developer wanted a copy of Tetris and just put it on there. Well, let's take this thing apart then and give it a clean. A massive thank you again to the person who sent this to me. Okay, that's that nice and clean. We just want to get the dust off, really. And then with this, we'll brush off the main sections of the dust, which is literally, look at how dusty this thing is. It's in dire need of a clean. So if you want to check out my video where I actually made my own development cartridge, I bought all of the stuff required to make one, and I showed the entire process of actually flashing a ROM onto one of these cartridges, which is a really interesting video, and I highly recommend that you should check it out. I'll put that up in the card right now. But yeah, this is very exciting to have a few more to add to my collection. So I'm just going to use a little bit of isopropyl on the pins, just to give it a nice clean. And that is now one very clean copy of Tetris on a very rare development cartridge. And let's put this thing back together. Well, there we go. That is going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me as well on my channel journey while I sort everything out. Again, massive thank you to the person who sent these in, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.